Hello and welcome to another Dominion 6 Quick Tips. In this episode we're going to be going over how Dominion works and how it spreads. The Dominion in a province is the level of the people's belief in you as a god. Your Dominion will have a maximum starting strength and targeted scales within that Dominion that you will set at Pretender design. Every 5 temples you build will also increase your maximum Dominion strength by 1. Some Dominions have special effects such as scrying, creating additional unrest, or most notably the DomKill Dominions, which will drastically reduce the population in a province depending on the strength of their Dominion in that province. You can see any additional effects your Dominion might have in the national overview screen whenever you pick a nation. Now, Dominion is spread by several sources: your Pretender, your Prophet if you have one, temples, captured thrones of ascension, your home province, and also by preaching. Your Pretender will automatically result in an increase or spread of 1 Dominion, plus an additional 2 temple checks. Your Prophet, home province, and temples will each cause 1 temple check. Every temple check has a chance to succeed based on your maximum Dominion, multiplied by 5%, plus 50% chance of increasing the Dominion in that province. This will increase the Dominion in that province that temple check was made in. If there is no Dominion already in that province, it automatically will add 1 Dominion to that province. If, however, the check is done in a province with a friendly Dominion in it already, the chances of increasing in that province is 30% minus 3% times the current friendly Dominion in the province to your maximum Dominion. If it doesn't increase the Dominion in that friendly province, then it will spread to a random neighbouring province and do that check again repeatedly until your Dominion is spread. Your Dominion increases can spread to faraway provinces if all of it moves through friendly Dominion. We can see this here as our Dominion has spread quite far into the underground caves, but unfortunately hasn't managed to get up into the overground quite yet. If, however, we were up here and one of the neighbouring provinces is a sea province and the originating province is not, there is a 50% chance that a different neighbouring province will be selected instead. It's much harder to randomly spread your Dominion into the sea unless it's coming from within that sea. This also works vice versa for sea provinces coming in to land provinces. So if the spread is going into enemy Dominion, it has a chance to reduce the enemy Dominion by 1 by a 50% plus your maximum Dominion strength times 5% minus the current enemy's Dominion strength in a province, which means it's far harder to reduce high enemy Dominion in comparison to low Dominion, which creates a good wall of faith against your Dominion spread. Now, priests can also help you spread your Dominion. By selecting the preach action for a preacher, they can raise the Dominion level in the province they are currently in. The chance of a Dominion increase is 30% times the priest level minus the enemy Dominion's level in the province times 5%. It's quite a bit harder to increase your Dominion with low-level priests in an area of high enemy Dominion. Do note, however, that if there is a temple in the province that has already been built, then for the purposes of preaching, the priest is treated as half a holy level higher for this calculation. So a holy level 2 priest is counted as a 2.5 holy level, a 1 as a 1.5, and a 3 as a 3.5. The limit that a priest can raise the Dominion level in a province it's in is its priest level times 2, but that does include the half point bonus for being in a province with a temple. So a level 1 priest can raise to a maximum of 2 Dominion without a temple, 3 Dominion with a temple. Some priests additionally have the Inquisitor ability. This means they have a far better chance of increasing your Dominion through preaching in provinces with enemy Dominion. For the calculation for Dominion increase, they will use 60% times their priest level rather than 30%. If they are in neutral or friendly Dominion, however, then they have the same preaching ability as normal priests of their level. This can be very useful for rooting out enemy Dominion from provinces, as Inquisitor Holy Level 2 are more common than Holy Level 3s. Some units are Heretics, which mean they don't believe in any of the Pretender gods. They have a chance to reduce any Dominion in the province they are currently in by 20% times the Heretic ability of the unit. This is detrimental for spreading your Dominion, but good at reducing your enemies. Some nations, like Mictlan, can also use blood sacrifices to spread your Dominion. A priest can sacrifice a number of blood slaves equal to their priest level as long as they are in a province with a temple. This can be done by giving them a blood slave and then selecting the perform blood sacrifice action. If they are in a province with a lab, they will automatically replenish their blood slaves to the level they need in order to continue the sacrifice, should they be available. For each blood slave sacrificed, a single temple check is generated. Your Dominion will have its Dominion scales, which you set at Pretender design. Scales can vary in provinces, but provinces will always try and get back to the Dominion scales of whatever Dominion that is currently inside it. We'll go over more about scales in another video. While your units are within friendly Dominion, so if they're fighting in a province where you have at least one candle of friendly Dominion, then they will get +1 to their morale. And all units fighting an enemy Dominion will get -1 to their morale. Pretenders and Prophets gain or lose 1 strength, 0.5 magic resist, and 10% hit points for each level of friendly or enemy Dominion in a province respectively. These hit points, however, cannot be reduced below 10% of the usual maximum, however. Do remember as well that if you have no provinces with any of your Dominion at the start of a turn, you will lose the game. Keep this in mind, because even though you might be nearing victory through conquest, your God's Light can be snuffed out if you're not paying attention to your worshippers. Anyway, hopefully this was helpful to you. Let me know if there's any other topics you'd like me to discuss, and until next time, take care.